లైవ్
కనపడుతుంది ఇప్పుడు చంద్రశేఖర్ సార్ వీడియో కనపడుతుంది.
ఓకే సార్.
మీ ఫోటో కూడా కనపడుతుంది. ఓకే ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ కాలే
లైవ్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది. స్టార్ట్ చేయండి సార్. లైవ్
సార్.
చంద్రశేఖర్ సార్ స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. ఓకే.
Welcome to Common DEO and DCB Suryapeta YouTube channel for 10th class online classes. Today I am going to teach ideas of development second lesson part 3. In today's class I am going to cover two topics: human development report and development as progress over time. So this is Vadde Chandrasekhar, working as school assistant, social studies, government high school CPS Madira. Okay, now I am going to start the lesson. Sir, screen sharing వస్తుంది సార్.
సార్ క్యారీ ఆన్.
వస్తుంది సార్. క్యారీ ఆన్.
Okay, ideas of development. Before going to the lesson, we will know the objectives of today's class. By listening this today's class, the student defines human development index. The student understands the parameters of human development report. What are the parameters used in preparation of human development report? The student identifies the reasons for less priority given to the girl education in India. The student analyzes that why gender bias is less in Himachal Pradesh as compared to other states. So by listening today's class, every student can fulfill these objectives. Now, introduction. So in the previous, as we know earlier, development involves the thinking process about our aspirations, goals, and different developmental goals of the individuals. So developmental goals of different persons are different for different persons. So developmental goals are depends on individual aspirations. So when we are thinking about developmental goals, these are different for different persons. At the same time, developmental goal of one is may not be the development for the other. So like that, when we are setting up our developmental goals, we should think about our aspirations and our ideas of our life, and so many aspects we have to consider in setting up developmental goals. From human history started from hunter-gatherers time to modern society now, so much of development has been happened in the human history. At the time of hunter-gatherers, they thought only about their food gathering and protection. They want to protect themselves from the nature and wild animals when they are living in forest areas. So from that day onwards, they started understanding the surroundings and nature. So when they started understanding the surroundings, slowly they got knowledge about the surroundings, nature, and environmental changes and different seasonal changes, what is happening in different seasons. They got knowledge about all those things, and slowly when they were living on the river banks, they started agriculture. So when they started agriculture on the river banks, they started living in one place permanently. So that is the first step for the permanent settlements. Slowly small settlements become the big villages become towns, cities, like that. Up to now, the human history developed in the history. So human life depends on so many things, particularly all the people, they think about income, earning. They want to earn more money to live, to fulfill their wish and will, to fulfill their needs for day-to-day life. At the same time, even though they have money, some people they need some more apart from the money. So those are non-material things. So what do you mean by non-material things or goals? So human beings, we need non-material things also, like safety, security, respect from others, and freedom in the society. So with all these non-material things, we can lead our life happily with full satisfaction. Even though we have money in our pocket, we can't live happily sometimes. So to lead a successful life or a happy life, to maintain good relations in the society, we need all these non-material things. With the help of non-material things only, we can live happily. So when we want to know about different things, we are comparing different things. When we are comparing different things, we should have some criteria. So before selection of the criteria for comparison, first we should have some purpose. Why do we compare different things? What should we need? What should we want to know by comparison? So based on our purpose, we will select a criteria. So like that, for the comparison of world countries in development, World Bank is using per capita income as a criteria. So based on the per capita income, World Bank classifies the world countries into three classes, three groups. Per capita income is nothing but average income of the person. So sometimes we are using average income, but average income cannot show the economical disparities of individuals. That's why we are using average income for the comparison, but with the help of per capita income, we are unable to understand the economical disparities among the people. So along with the income, we have some other goals. Those are getting security, freedom, respect from others. These are all other goals apart from the income. We are considering all non-material goals also. So in the development report prepared by World Bank, we are using per capita income as a criteria, but it is useful for the comparison of different countries only in the name of per capita income, average income. By how can we get average income? Total income of the country divided by total population, then we will get per capita income. But it cannot show the economical disparities of the people. So with the help of World Bank report, we cannot understand the socio-economic conditions of the people. To understand the socio-economic conditions of the people, we need some more indicators or parameters for the comparison purpose. For that purpose, United Nations Organization, United Nations Development Program, UNDP, is preparing a report, that is Human Development Report, HDR. So every year it prepares Human Development Report. United Nations Development Program has taken up some more parameters apart along with per capita income. So in this Human Development Report, UNDP included some social indicators. Those are health and education. These are the two new indicators which included in Human Development Report by UNDP. So in the Human Development Report, UNDP gives ranks to the countries based on the development in different areas. So those ranks are called as Human Development Index, HDI. Okay, here we can see the headquarter of UNO, United Nations Organization. This is a emblem of the logo of the United Nations Organizations, which was established in 1945, October 24th, after completion of Second World War. So the objectives of UNO: to control the Third World War and to restore the peace among the world countries. And one more important objective of UNO is disputes between the countries. They want to settle the disputes between the countries through negotiations, not with war. So these are the objectives of UNO. So UNO is working for the development of world countries, and it is coordinating the rich countries and poor countries. So the emblem itself indicates that UNO is meant for world peace. The olive leaves are showing, indicates world peace. So here UNDP, this is the cover page of United Nations Development Program Annual Report 2018, prepared by UNDP. UNDP is one of the wings in United Nations organizations. So the tagline of UNDP is Empowered Lives, Resilient Nations. So UNDP is working to empower the lives of the people of all the countries, and by comparing the different countries, they want to give guidance to the world countries to develop, and they are giving some guidance to the poor countries to coordinate with the rich countries. So here Human Development Index, which was started in 1990. It means HDI is a composite index used to measure or track average achievements of a country using three aspects of development. So once again, I am reading the definition of Human Development Index. HDI is a composite index used to measure or track average achievements of a country using three aspects of development. So in the HDI, we are using, UNDP is using three aspects or three parameters. We can say them as three indicators also. So first one is the per capita income. It is used by World Bank also in the World Development Report, but World Bank used only per capita income. But now Human Development Index is using some more two factors or parameters, which gives complete information about the social and economic development of individuals of different countries. So that is life expectancy at birth. Third one, mean years of schooling. These three are the important parameters or aspects of development which was used in the preparation of Human Development Index. So we can understand that here difference between the World Bank Development Report and here UNDP Human Development Index. So the new word human, the word human prefixes the development. So that's why it is human development. So in the World Development Report, we are thinking about development in the name of only income. But here we are considering the development, in other aspects also, like health aspects and educational aspects also. We are considering while we are giving ranks to different countries in the Human Development Index. Okay, we will learn clearly. So these are the indicators, HDI indicators. So HDI stands for Human Development Index. Stands for Human Development Index. First one is a per capita income. It is calculated in US dollars for all countries so that one can compare. It is also done in a way so that every dollar would buy the same amount of goods and services in any country. So per capita income. In the preparation of Human Development Index, we are taking the per capita of all countries in the form of US dollars only. So we are accepting US dollars as an international medium of exchange. So when we are considering the per capita income of all countries in US dollars, we can overcome the problem of inconvenience in the value of different currencies. That's why UNO is using US dollars as the convenient currency to calculate per capita income. So next one is a life expectancy at birth. Life expectancy at birth. It denotes the average expected length of life of a person at the time of birth. So here, so many children are dying before completion of 1 year from their birth. So it shows that lack of health facilities or medical facilities, the people are dying before completion of 1 year. So that's why we are expecting the birth life of a newborn baby at the time of birth only. So we are expecting life expectancy at birth. So how many years he can live from now onwards? So that is a life expectancy at birth. Next one is a mean years of schooling. Average number of completed years of education of a country's population aged 25 years and older, excluding years spent repeating individual grades. So in earlier comparisons, we are considered literacy rate, but here we are taking mean years of schooling. So what is the difference between literacy rate and mean years of schooling? So in literacy rate, just we are considering the people who completed who have 7 and more years. If they can read and write in any language, we considered as literates. But in mean years of schooling, the average number of completed years of education. So each and every person on an average, how many years of education is completing? So not just reading and writing in any language, but how many years of education is getting from educational institutions in whole life, up to 25 years and older. So this is why, what is the difference between literacy rate and mean years of schooling? In literacy rate, if a person can read and write, even though if he is dropout, we are considered as literates. But mean years of schooling, he has to complete more years of education. When he completed more years of education, we can understand they got more education and they can think about their life individually, and they do not need to depend on any others. So that's why we are considering mean years of schooling. It shows the availability of educational facilities in one country. That's why in Human Development Index, they are considering mean years of schooling. So here world map is there, which is given in our textbook. World map showing HD index. So here the world map colored in different shades. So the dark colors like USA, Canada, Argentina, Chile, Australia, and western part of Europe, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Portugal, Spain, England, Ireland, Germany, France, Poland. Like this, all these countries shaded with the dark color. So it shows that they are all having high human development index. So in these countries, the per capita income of the people is high, and the educational facilities are available more, and they are having more life expectancy at birth. So that's why they got high ranks in Human Development Index prepared by UNDP. So here the countries with very high HDI. So clearly the map showing a very clearly the countries which are having high HDI. So America, Canada, Argentina, Chile, in Australia, in Asian countries like Russia, some of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Western European countries, all are there having high HDI, Human Development Index. They are having high ranks in Human Development Index. So rest of the countries, they are having medium HDI or low HDI. Most of the African countries are having low HDI. So here some of the top 10 countries with high HDI rank. So first, Norway got a first rank in Human Development Index prepared in 2018. So Norway is a small country. It is located in Europe, Northern Europe. So it is very near to North Pole. So even though it's a small country, it got first rank in Human Development Index. So who got first rank or who got the ranks top 10? So we can understand that in those countries, per capita income is high, average expectancy of life is also high, and mean years of schooling also very high. So when we observe all the I digits in these three parameters, we can understand that availability of educational facilities are more, and availability of health facilities are more, and the GDP is also very high. That's why the per capita income is also very high. That's why UNDP is giving ranks to the countries who are having high values in these three parameters. So these are the top 10 HDI ranks: Norway, Switzerland, Ireland, Germany, Hong Kong, Australia, Iceland, Sweden, Singapore, Netherlands. So these are the top 10 countries with high HDI rank. So here some other 10 countries are there who are having least HDI rank, Human Development Index rank. So out of 189 countries, Niger got last place. Niger is a last 189th country. So it shows that Niger is a lagging behind all 188 countries in the world. So it has low per capita income, it has low educational facilities, and it has low health and medical facilities. So these are the top least 10 countries with low HDI ranks. 180 rank Mozambique, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, Eritrea, Mali, Burundi, South Sudan, Chad, Central African Republic, Niger. So if you observe this table, we can understand one thing. Children, did you understand anything from this table? A common point is there in the table. So all the 10 countries are located in which continent? All the 10 countries are located in Africa. So by observing this table, we can understand so many countries in Africa, they are in underdeveloped conditions. Okay, so Africa is a backward continent out of Europe, America, and some other continents when we compare between the continents. So when we come to the Indian context, here the circles are there. What is there in that circle? We can observe the neighboring countries to India. In northwestern side, we have our sister country which is divided from India, that is Pakistan, and north side Nepal, Bhutan, and south side Bangladesh, Myanmar, and Sri Lanka. These are the 6 neighboring countries. So when we compare these 6 neighboring countries, India is the biggest country among all these. Okay, so now we are going to compare the Human Development Index of all these 6 countries. Okay, so in the table, some data regarding India and its neighbors for 2018. Okay, based on the Human Development Report prepared in 2018. So what are the countries? Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal. So these are the 6 important neighbor countries. So when we observe this table, students, which country is having more per capita income according to the table? Which one? Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has $11,326 of per capita income. Sri Lanka is ahead of India's per capita income. Sri Lanka is a small country, just like a teardrop in the Indian Ocean, but it has more per capita income than India's per capita income. India is such a huge country, so many times bigger than Sri Lanka, but it has only 6,353 US dollars per capita income, is lagging behind Sri Lanka. So it's very surprising thing, but it is a factual. Sri Lanka has more per capita income. So Pakistan has 5,311 US dollars per capita income. Myanmar has 5,567. Bangladesh has half of India's per capita income, that is 3,677 US dollars. Nepal is also having 2,471 US dollars per capita income. So when we come to the life expectancy at birth rate, so the countries which have more life expectancy at birth rate, we can understand that they have more health and medical facilities, more advanced facilities available to the people living in their countries. So like that, we can understand that in this parameter also, Sri Lanka has more years of life expectancy at birth ahead than India. Sri Lanka has 75.5 years of life expectancy at birth. India has only 68.8 years of life expectancy at birth. So remaining Pakistan and Myanmar more or less equal, 66.6 and 7. Bangladesh 72.8. So if you observe Nepal 70.6 years of life expectancy. So such a small country like Nepal is also ahead than India. India has only 68.8 years of life expectancy, but Nepal and Bangladesh both are very small countries, but they are having more life expectancy than India. So who are having more values in these three parameters, they got good ranks in Human Development Index. So next parameter is mean years of schooling. Sri Lanka, an average Sri Lankan citizen is getting education for 11 years on an average. Every Sri Lankan citizen is getting for 11 years of schooling. So it shows that Sri Lanka has more educational facilities, and it is providing good facilities to the people who are living in remote villages also. So when we come to India, average Indian is getting only 6 years of schooling. So it shows we should improve our educational facilities to provide more years of schooling to Indians. Pakistan, average 5 years of schooling. Myanmar also, it is providing 5 years of schooling. Bangladesh 6 years, and Nepal is providing 5 years of average schooling to the people. So when we compare comparing these three parameters, Sri Lanka got 76th rank in Human Development Index 2018. India got 129 rank. Pakistan 149, Myanmar 147, Bangladesh 138, Nepal 148. So by observing this table, Sri Lanka stood in a better place than other countries. So this HDI ranks given for out of 189 countries in all. So before India, 128 countries are there. So India stood in 129th place. So as a huge country with more population, we have to improve more education facilities, and health facilities or medical facilities also should be improved in India. So next point is development as progress over time. So when we are comparing different countries or states or different things, we came to know so many aspects, and Like when we observe human development index, by giving ranks giving ranks to the countries, we can understand that based on the ranks, we can understand the development. So how the countries are developing over a period. So we can compare the rank of last year and the present year. Based on the comparison, we can understand the developmental process of those countries. So rankings are helpful for the comparison, and we can think if we have low rank, we can think where we are lagging behind than other states. So where we are lagging in that area, we have to improve in future, then we will improve our rank in human development index. But development is indeed a complex phenomenon, so we have to concentrate so many aspects like per capita income, like employment, educational facilities and health and medical facilities. Like that only we can get good rank in human development index. If we will get good rank in HDI, we can say that we are having good facilities of education, good facilities of medical and employment also. So based on development report or HDI, so many variations are there within the state. Between districts also we have differences between one district to another district. Some districts are ahead than other districts. Some districts are lagging behind. So when we understand these variations between districts or states, we have a clear idea where to concentrate for future development. So where drawbacks are there, we can think how to overcome those drawbacks by understanding these ranks. So like that, ranks are very useful for the comparison purpose and to prepare suitable developmental goals for future. Okay, like that we can understand development as a progress over a time. So like that, here the shaded area indicates that Himachal Pradesh, which is located in Himalayan region with full of mountains. So it is a good example state to other states. So now we are going to learn about the Himalayan state, Himachal Pradesh. So this is the terrain of the Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh covered with Himalayan mountains full of ice. So here a small village is there located in Himalayan region in Himachal Pradesh. So like that, so many villages are located in mountainous areas. So here also another village is there. Number of families are very less and they are living in very high hilly areas or mountainous areas. So sometimes we are unable to reach those villages also in time. So we can observe the full of ice is there in the picture. So here another village is there on the hill outside. So surround a very small village surrounded by mountains. So these are all picture give some clear idea about the terrain of Himachal Pradesh, how they are implementing developmental activities for the development of all the people. This is the airport, Kangra Airport, which is located in Himalayan region. So terrace farming also we can observe in the picture. So Himachal Pradesh is totally hilly area, that's why they are implementing terrace farming. So here another building is there in Himalayan region. So now schooling revolution which happened in Himachal Pradesh. So what do you mean by schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh? At the time of independence, Himachal Pradesh is also like other states in India. But over a period of time, with the dedication of Himachal Pradesh government and interest of the people, combinedly they reached a better position comparatively other states. So at the time of independence, if we observe the condition of Himachal Pradesh, very low levels of education facilities are there, and a hilly region with low density of population, spread of schools, particularly to the rural areas, appeared to be big challenge in Himachal Pradesh. But the Himachali government and the people, they combinedly decided to improve the educational facilities, and they decided to concentrate in improvement of educational facilities. So here a picture is giving information about the perspective of individual thinking. So here a boy is thinking, what does education mean to me? A rich man is about, education is about becoming rich. He thought that education is useful for becoming rich. A Swamiji is thinking that education is about finding your soul. So the meaning of the education depends on our individual perspective of education. Okay. So now, what are the implementations of Himachal Pradesh government in schooling revolution? So they started schools and make education was largely free or cost very little for parents, provided minimum facilities like building, toilets, rooms, like that. Appointed more teachers, highest spending on education. In 2005, the average expenditure of Indian states is just 1049 rupees per child, but Himachal Pradesh, they spent more than 2005 rupees per child. So what are the results of schooling revolution in Himachal, which was Himachal Pradesh, which is implemented? Reduced dropouts rate reduced because of schooling revolution, and it reduced gender discrimination between boys and girls, and getting 10 years of schooling became the social norm. So every child is ready to get 10 years of schooling, and it increased girl education between 13 to 18 years of age, and every girl is going to complete 8th class. So it reduced the infant mortality rate also. So the mothers are educated, that's why they aware about infant mortality, and they are taking so many precautions to reduce the infant mortality rate. That's why it reduced. Women are working independently outside the home, and when they are working outside, it is increasing the involvement of women in household decisions also. Parents have ambitious educational goals for girls, and the Himachali parents, they are giving equal priority to the boys and girls, and they didn't follow any discrimination among the girls and boys. So we can understand the female literacy rate between Himachal Pradesh and rest of India. In 2001, female literacy in Himachal Pradesh 67%. In 2011, it increased up to 76%. But when we observed in India, it is only 54% in 2001 and increased up to 65%. So the rest of India is very lagging behind Himachal Pradesh. And male percentage literacy rate is about 85% in 2001. It increased up to 89% in 2011. So when we come to India, it is 75 to, it increased up to 82 only. So because of the schooling revolution, the literacy rate, Himachal Pradesh has more literacy rate than the rest of India. So now we will conclude the lesson by recapitulating all the class. Different persons have different goals. Development entails a mix of goals. Goals are conflicting each other. We discussed earlier. The countries which have more income, they called as high income countries. Income and per capita income, they are the most important attributes for the comparison purpose. Distribution of income is uneven. It is not possible to observe when we compare with per capita income. That's why.
Shall we conclude, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay. These are the some of the map pointing questions. Students, you follow the textbook, and these are the important map pointing and table questions are there. So based on this, you can prepare for the examinations. So you can watch this video in offline also. These are the evaluation questions. Okay. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, our respected DO sir and social coordinators, Mark sir and Janaya sir. I am very thankful to all and who encouraged to take up this lesson. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mark sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir.
Sir, please conclude. Mark sir, please conclude.
సార్ ఒక మాట చెప్పండి.
Sir,
Sir.
మార్క్ సార్ ఓవరాల్ గా ఈ మూడు
Okay.
పేర్లు ఎలా ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం.
Okay, sir. All of you, respected DO, sir, DC Secretary, sir, and technical team, and our RP, School Assistant Teacher, Sri V. Chandrasekhar, sir. Very good afternoon. Many special thanks to V. Chandrasekhar, sir. He well explained, well prepared, and well used, and so many examples to explain the development lesson. And today he worked very hard and he explained very clear voice. So very special, many special thanks to once again to Chandrasekhar sir. Thanking you. Once again, he is working in GHS Siripuram, Madira
sir,
Mandal, Madira Mandal, Khammam district, sir. A well famous teacher. Thank you once again, Sri
Thank you, sir.
Chandrasekhar sir. Thank you. Keep it up.
Thank
Very
you, sir.
good.